Dan Kaufman. I just want you to know, every single comic coming up here is hilarious. Almost all of them have done the showcase, and if they haven't done it yet, they will do it soon. Next comic coming to the stage is Mr. Pat Paulson.
Hello. Sorry, I shouldn't have said hello like that. It's so fucking douchey way to say hello. I'm glad you guys are here. I really am. I appreciate you coming out. It's a Thursday night. There's a lot of entertainment options. You could have been in a lot of places, but you chose to be here, and I do appreciate that. I'm not from a place where there's entertainment options. I'm from a small town where there is just nothing to do on a Thursday night unless you like to do heroin. If you like to do heroin, we got you covered. The small town I'm from is called Baltimore. Ohio. Now, you might not believe me, but that's a real place. And you don't have to laugh at that joke, but you did learn something today, which is there's a Baltimore, Ohio. It wasn't always a bad place. Like, it's got a big heroin thing now, but growing up, it was in the top 10 Baltimores nationwide. I mean, you can't fuck with that. No, it does have a huge heroin problem. So when I finished school, I was like, I want to get the fuck out of here. Like, I don't want to be in any more Baltimore-type situations. I just got to go. And I overdid it. Like, if you want to leave your small town and go somewhere different, just go to the nearest big city. Like, what are you looking for in a big city? Museums, pro sports, racial problems? Go to Cleveland. You're covered. Like, that's all you got to do. Like, I went to China. I went to teach English in China, which is, it's way overdoing it because everything is different there. Like even the way you talk to other Americans is different. Like, my roommate would come in and say, hey man, can I eat some chips? I go, yeah man, go ahead. It's a free country. He'd go, no it's not. Just very different, you know? Like, and I was a teacher there, and it was an easy job. It was an easy job. A lot of American teachers like to say they have the hardest job in the world, and they do not. At least they don't have the hardest job in China, because in China, being a teacher is relatively easy, at least compared to like half the city that I worked in, which is what they did is they demolished buildings by hand. Like, when they wanted to demolish a building, they wouldn't actually demolish it, they just put a notice on the door, and any poor person could come up and just take what they want. And they just demolish the building by hand and take it apart. And they don't even get paid. Like, they don't get a wage. All they get to do is sell the scrap metal for 10 cents a kilo. And, like, that makes me feel like a lazy piece of shit. Because I throw 10 cents out of my pocket. Like, I don't like the way you sound. You touch my other 10 cents. Get out of here. Like, I just felt lazy as shit when I saw that. You know? Because, like, all I have to do is teach Chinese kids names animals. And if they fuck up, I tell their mom and she hits them. Like, it's too easy of a job. And they treated us really well too. Like, every day we had free lessons to learn Chinese. Then on the weekend they drove us to Beijing, an hour away, to see museums and stuff. And like, it was too easy. Like, it was too nice. It was too nice while it lasted. Because here's the thing: when America sends people to China, we're not sending our best. We're mostly sending alcoholics. And so after like a few weeks of these like free lessons and cheap bus rides, we're like, hey guys, have you seen how cheap beer is? Because it's unbelievable. Like, have you guys ever had Chinese beer? Yeah, there's a reason for that. It's super cheap and it's super crappy. If you ever have had Chinese beer, you probably had Qingdao, which comes in a green bottle, and it has English on it, like one line of English that's come up with by what do you call it? Like a marketing agency, an ad agency. It says like taste Qingdao, no China. That's like their Budweiser. It's their like national beer. We didn't drink that. We drank Laotian. That's like their Bush. Maybe their Bush Light. That one's got English on it too, but they didn't get an ad agency to come up with a slogan. They just had someone translate something that was already on the can. Laotian says, free from formaldehyde. That's the slogan. Now I get it that's on the can somewhere. It could be a legal thing, you know? But like to make it the main thing, that's like some guy going like, yeah, I got shoes! It is. I don't know. Getting fucked up though is like a big fun thing to do there because you're really rolling the dice. A, with the formaldehyde, and B, with like how you got home. Because every taxi driver in China has a side hustle that he wants to tell you about. Like depending on how he looks at you. Like if you're like a family that gets into a taxi around noon, he'll go, you guys look hungry. I got a restaurant, let's go. If you're a bunch of bros that get a taxi drunk at 1 in the morning, he goes, I got some hookers, let's go. And he'll drive you to the street with all these hookers. And you're driving around the street, and he's like, you like these ones, just these ones? And you're like, no, I don't want any hookers, I want to go home. But because you skip those lessons, what he hears is, I don't like these hookers, let's try the next street. And he'll try the next street, and that's kind of funny. And he'll try it again, and there's a third street. And then you're thinking, where the fuck am I? Like, I don't know my address. Like, I have no way to get home. Like, I got to retrace my steps. And so I go back and think, like, all right, the economy is based on scrap metal. We're an hour away from the capital. There's hookers everywhere. I'm in Chinese Baltimore. Fuck me! That's my next step.